What's going on, everybody? Today in this video I'm going to be comparing the first generation iPad Pro versus the newest, latest and greatest iPad Pro 2020. This is the 9.7 version. I do have the 12.9 inch version right here, but I'm not going to be using this iPad for the speed test just because this isn't my iPad, but I did download the Geekbench 5 and the Graphical Benchmarks, so I'm going to be testing that out towards the end. I just want to see, is there a big speed difference between the newest iPad Pro versus the oldest iPad Pro, the first gen? Okay, all the applications are cleared in the background. As you guys can see, there is just nothing whatsoever. Both of these iPads are fairly new. I just freshly restored this one. So this is a freshly installed iPad Pro. This is running iPad OS 13.4. This one is also running iPad OS 13.4. And before I even get started with the comparison, I appreciate you guys leave a like on this video and also comment down below. That does help out the YouTube algorithm, push out my videos. And also I appreciate you guys subscribing and turning on notifications so you guys can be notified when I upload it. Okay, let's launch up the calendar application first in 3, 2, 1. That was definitely faster on the 2020 iPad Pro, but it's not too far off on the 2016/2015 iPad Pro. The 9.7 inch version came out in 2016 and the 12.9 inch version came out in 2015. So yeah, still the first gen. It still has the same chipset, which is the A9X chip, while this has the A12Z chip. All right, so let's move on to the clock in 3, 2, 1. Okay, very identical speeds. Let's test out the camera application in 3, 2, 1. I think that was faster on the 9.7 inch iPad Pro. The App Store in 3, 2, 1. Definitely faster. Okay, I think we all know this is going to be faster. It's just how much of a difference it's going to make. So I'm going to stop saying that. Let's open up the news application in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this has to load up the splash page. Okay, here's my 11 inch iPad Pro here. And if you put it side by side, it's exactly the same like the 9.7 inch. So if you're worried about transitioning and seeing the screen size, it's really the same body size. It's just you're getting more screen. Let's test out the stocks. 3, 2, 1. This one was ready to go. And last but not least, let's open up settings. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, instantaneously on the newer one. So let's move on to third-party applications. So clearly, the 2020 iPad Pro beats the 2016 or the first generation iPad Pro, but it's not by much. It's not a huge, well, it's not really a noticeable difference to say like, yo, this iPad is so slow. Nah, this one is still holding up like a champ. So let's open up Instagram in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. There goes Crystal. Alright, I didn't really pay attention. The picture threw me off. Alright, let's test out Twitter in 3, 2, 1. And there you go. So it's literally a 1 second difference, 2 second difference. Alright, I'm not going to drag this video out too long. Let's test out the games real quick. So in terms of the games, I have Flappy Bird here. So let's open up Flappy Bird in 3, 2, 1. And yeah, I'm ready to play, but literally right after, go. So 3, 2, 1, tempo run. All right. Oh, this game center thing is so annoying. Get off of my... Okay, we can see the smoothness. Yeah, both pretty smooth, I must say. Okay, let's play them both at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, definitely playable on both devices. It's not like it's jittering, lagging. Alright, so let's launch up Temple Run 2 in 3, 2, 1. They're off. Alright, so this one had the loading screen first. And this one here is ready to go. This one has a slight little lag in the beginning, but it smoothens out. Okay. And we're going to tap on play at the same time in 3, 2, 1. And they're off. So moving on to Mario Kart in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to have to do like an update or something. Just check the camera. I'm sorry about that. So, alright. So iPad Pro 2020. I'm ready to play the game. I could tap on this one. I'm ready to play. Alright, all the graphics are on very high. Frame rate, graphic quality, everything. Now I'm going to say, oh, you can't even set the frame rate to very high. So on the first generation, you can't do that. But I can do this, but the frame rate will be at medium. Yo, look at that spawn, Call of Duty. Look at that spawn. Yo, what's good with this guy? Keep on sniping me. Like, what's with the camping? You camping on a mobile Call of Duty game. The frame rate is not really as smooth, obviously, but yeah, it's still playable. You can still play at least Call of Duty on your first generation iPad Pro. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, actually first on the first generation iPad Pro. Okay, so they both have to do an update. Alright, let's test out Asphalt. In 3, 2, 1. Yep. Alright, moving forward to LumaFusion. 3, 2, 1. This test is taking longer than I thought. Okay, so it's the same video I have here. I'm just going to export it. It's the same 3 minutes and 10 seconds. We're going to export it at the same time. And everything max. This is 4K. And we're going to test it out in 3, 2, 1. And they're off. So yeah, this one here is flying. And this one here, not too behind. So I'm gonna run the Geekbench scores. Okay, launching Geekbench in 3, 2, 1. I was actually faster on this iPad. Wow. We're gonna test it in 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Okay, the iPad Pro 2020 finished first. On the iPad Pro first generation, single core score 657, while on the iPad Pro 1116. And then a multi-core score on the first generation iPad Pro has 1198 versus 4638. So yeah, that's a big jump. If you ask me, that's a significant jump. And even the RAM, you know, you're getting 6 gigabytes of RAM compared to just 2 gigabytes of RAM on the 9.7 inch iPad Pro. If you have the 12.9 inch iPad Pro, you're getting 3 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, so we're gonna run the Graphical benchmark. This one here, this is like testing out the graphical performance. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna have to do this one again. This is from the previous video, testing out the 2018 iPad Pro. We're gonna start testing at the same time, and there we go. So it's gonna test out the GPU, the RAM, the CPU. It's gonna test out everything, and when it's done, the higher the number, the better performance. And it's testing out the frame rate. Look how laggy this one looks. Jesus Christ, this is lagging hard. Damn, this is a big difference. And ladies and gentlemen, it just completed. So as you guys can see, a big difference, huge difference. Just to show you guys, yeah, screen size make a huge difference. Alright, here's the scores for the 12.9 inch iPad Pro first generation. From the CPU, the GPU, the memory, like this is just a big difference. The first generation iPad Pro, you're definitely going to see a big difference. You're getting the beautiful liquid retina display. You're getting better performance, better camera, Face ID. This is just a big jump. If you have the first generation iPad Pro, I think now is the time to upgrade. But if you're satisfied with the speed and you're happy with your Apple Pencil, you're still getting the updates, maybe it's not that much of an upgrade. If you're getting the latest and greatest iPad OS updates, then I guess you're good for another 2 years or another year or so. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so you guys be notified when I upload another iPad video. Other than that, your boy Pops, and I hope you guys stay clean, stay safe, and have a simple day.